Hey guys, today we learn about the applications of linear equations in the real world context. So it means that you know how to use this application or to apply this linear equation in our daily life. Okay, so there are no subject useless in your future. So this topic will try to sum up of the idea of linear expressions and linear equations on each of the question. Let's see the example. I share the screen right now. There you go. So before we learn about the algebraic method, we try to do the model method. Have you ever learned about the model in primary? Making the bar model and so on. Okay. So sometimes it is very, very useful to do, but whenever you learn the algebra, we don't have to use it anymore. Okay. Let's see. Look at the question in front of you, or on what page? 124, I think. No, 124. Next page. Oh, 123. Yeah, on the bottom question. Yeah, bottom square. Okay, look at this. A man is 3 times as old as his son. In 10 years' time, the sum of their ages will be 76. How was how old was the man when his son was born? So first thing, I will separate this into two parts, two workings. First, I use the bar model. Let's say a man is 3 times as old as his son. Who's older, man or son? Of course, man, right? Son cannot be older than his father. Okay, so let's say this is the man, this is son. Man is 3 times as old as his son. For example, do we know how old is the son? No. So what is it? Let it be a square. Okay. This is a value of son's age. How about man then? How many bar we have? Three times as old, right? So make it like this. Make it like this also. Okay. In 10 years' time, what does it mean in 10 years' time? 10 years to go, 10 years later. So you have to add 10 here. I don't know what is the amount or what is the value. Let's say this is as 10. And you add extra 10 here, right? So let's say the red color is 10 years old, 10 years ahead. The sum of their ages will be 76. So the total is 76. The total of their ages is 76. So how do you do this model? Yeah, you have to subtract by 20. How come? To get 4 bars or 4 model or 4 squares. So 4 squares will equals to, or 4 squares will equals to 56. Get the idea, guys? Subtract with the 10. Subtract by 10 to get the total of 4 bars, 4 squares. So what is 1 square values? 56 divided by 4, right? So I can get it easily 14. If you want to use calculator, you will get 14 years old. So we know that each square, each blue square here is 14 years, right? So how old was the man when his son was born? What does it mean? You have to redo the age of man and the age of his son. How old is the man, guys? 14 times 4, right? 56, not 66. Why? Because we are doing the present age, not 10 years ahead. And son is 14 years old. There you go. 42, I'm sorry. 42, are you sure? So 56 divided by 4 is 14. So 14 times 3, yeah, I'm sorry guys. So thank you, Jones. 14 times 3 bars is 42 years old. But the question is not asking you for the age of man at that time. The question is asking you for how old was the man when his son was born. Minus 14. Why? Because when his son was born, his son is 0 years old, right? This is the question actually. So you subtract by 14, you will get 28 years old. So he became the father at 28 years old, quite young. Okay, any questions, Omar? So this is how we use the bar model. Now we try to use the algebraic model. So left is bar model or the model itself. Now we do the algebra. Okay, how do you do the algebra? Again, we don't use any drawing. We use the letters. Okay, a man is 3 times as old as his son. So for example, we have two persons here, man and son. So we don't use the bar, but we use the letter. Let's say the son is P years old. How old is the man? 3P, that's right, 3 times, right? In 10 years time, so man 3P plus 10 plus P plus 10, right? Man plus son equals 76. Get it, guys? Any questions so far? No? Okay, continue. So we collect the P, 4P plus 20 equals 76. Right? So you can get 4P equals 76, subtract 20. You will get 56. Is it the same, guys? Totally same, yeah. 14 years old. So we know that the son is 14. Just change the P by 14. And man 3 times 14, 42. And the question is asking you for the age of the man when the son was born. Okay. Subtract 14, 28. So answer 28 years old. The same. Which one is easier? The right side. Why? Because you don't have to do any drawing. But if you found out that the easiest way is the model, the bar model thing, is still understood. Why? Because we still only use one question. We only get one question for the bar model, for the algebra. Okay, I'll send this to you as soon as possible. Wait, there you go. And put it here. Okay, so everything will be sent later. Okay, okay. Okay, let's do the next question, guys. So open your book. Still on the same unit. See, it's very simple. You have this. Okay, now I give you every example. Why? Because every example required a specific formula. Look at this. The sum of 3 consecutive even numbers. What does it mean? 3 consecutive. Do you know what is consecutive? Continuing. For example, 1, 3, 5. Oh, sorry, this is odd. Even number is 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. This is consecutive. They are continuing, right? So, if it is given even number, what is the difference between each of the consecutive 2? As always. But do we know the answer? The numbers? What are those 3 numbers? Still don't know yet. So I will give you an idea. Let's say the first number is n. What is the second number? N plus 2. Okay, because it is even. Even or odd number differ by 2. 1, 3, 5, and 2, 4, 6. Everything is added by 2. And the third number, because we have 3 consecutive even number, n plus 4. Okay, and you add all the numbers, the sum of 3 numbers here, n plus 2, n plus 4, you add all the numbers, equals to 60, right? Okay, everyone pay attention. Look at the screen. And then what is n plus n plus n? 3n, 2 plus 4, 6 equals 60. Okay, so 3n equals 60 subtract 6. Can we do fast? Can we do 54 directly without doing any subtraction? Yes. Okay, so what is n? 18. Okay, so are we done for the question? Read the question properly. Why I'm not done? Find the numbers, find all numbers. So the numbers are, I just write 18, 20, 24. 22, sorry. Thank you. So 18 here, 20, and 32. So this will be your final answer. Okay, you might write it down first. Okay, so we might continue to the next question. Practice now. Okay, let's see. Guys, ini agak ribet ya. So do slow. So the practice now, you can look at the question and see first. I don't want you to do fast, but you have to do it right. Who is Jones? 4. The answer is 4 and 4 and 20. Okay, that's right. How do you do that? Okay, 24 divided by 6, so that's fast. Okay, but we have to break down all the logics. The sum of two numbers, right? One of which is 5 times as large as the other. So let's say the first number is n or x or anything. I just write x, let's say. What is the other number? It's 5 times as large as the other. So 5x. Get it? So one number is x, the other number is 5x. And the sum of two numbers is 24. So x plus 5x equals 24. And x plus 5x is 6x equals 24. And the x, that's why John said 24 divided by 6, because it is 6 over 6. Right? So the answer of x, the first number is 4. As simple as that. Right? We use pure algebra. And then the other number is 5 times 4. And then this one, 5 times 4, 20. And then you get it. Okay, that's 4 and 24, the answer for number 1. Okay, any questions so far? Is everything okay? Next, number 2. Look at the question carefully. In a science test, Devi scores 15 marks more than Lisin. So who get higher score? Lisin or Devi? Devi. So let's say Devi and Lisin. Devi get more score. So let's say Lisin is L. What is Devi? L plus 15, not D, be careful, it's not D. So L plus 15. And also, look at this, this is the first quote or the first clue. And the next clue, if Devi obtains twice as many marks as Lisin, so Devi not only higher than Lisin, but Devi got twice of Lisin. Also 2L. Get it? You can also write 2L, 2 times the score of Lisin. And they are equal. Okay, understand? Get it, guys? So write down L subtract 2L, you move the 2L to the left side, equals 15 to the right side, negative 15. How is it, guys? Bisa? Is it hard? But can you follow the idea, guys? So again, the red color is here, twice as many marks as this in, higher by twice. So you can equalize the L plus 15 by 2L. So negative L equals negative 15. So the L equals 15, it's easy. Done. So Lixin got 15, Devi got 20 for the score. So the next question, practice now before exercise 5C. Practice now, last practice now. 8, yeah, okay, thank you. Look, the question is simple, one line only, but it's not so easy. The sum of 1/5 of a number and 3/10 of 7/10 is 7. So 1/5, what is 1/5? 1/5, right? So the sum of 1/5 of the number, or you can just write 1/5 times n, right? And 3/7/10 is 7. How do you do that? How do you solve the number or the n? Remember the idea? What is the first thing first? Move the number to the right side. Okay? You do the plus, becomes minus. Write down 1/5n. Then what next? Try to solve one by one. This is still number minus mix. You change the mixed number to the improper fraction. I change the 7 by 7/1. The 3/7/10 becomes 10 times 3. Remember this rule, guys? Hello. Remember to multiply this? You change into an improper fraction. 37/10. Right? And then 1/5 times n. So how do you do? How do you solve further? Make the denominator equal. Times 10 times 10. So 1/5n equals, you put the same denominator, 70 minus 37. You can do directly 33. Understand, guys? And then how do you find the n? Divide. Divide by 1/5. It means you can directly pass by 5/1. Understand, guys? So you will get answer 1, 2. So answer will be 33/2. If you want to make into a mixed fraction, go ahead. 16, 1/2. Okay, Mr. Hans, how if I want to change it to a decimal? Again, no problem. 16.5. Done. Okay, you may write it down for the working. So everything can be done by reading the question properly, put the equations, put the number properly, solve it slow but sure. I'm not doing this too fast. Every steps are given. So let's do some number that is quite complicated that I think. So please pay attention. I'll send this to you later. Okay, look at the question properly. Number 2 and number 3 for exercise 5C. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 56. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers. So what is the first odd number? N. Next. Yeah, we have 4 numbers, right? N. And then N. And then Michael. Focus. What else? N plus 2. N plus 4. Okay, done. Why? Because 4 numbers, so you have to put 4 letters here, 4 algebraic terms. And you add all the numbers, you will get 56. So you add all the numbers, right? First number plus second number, plus the third number, plus the fourth number, equals to 56. And then what next? You do the same terms. Add the same terms. What is it then? N plus n plus n plus n. For n 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 12, right? Equals 56. And you can do the 12 to the right side, 44. Can I just write like that? Make it simple, yeah? Do it fast. So n equals 44 over 4, 11. Is this the answer? No. The answer is asking you for the greatest. This one. We don't have to list down everything. Yeah, so greatest number is n plus 6, which is 11 plus 6, 17. So this is your answer. 3 dots means, therefore, for the conclusion, so n, the greatest number is 17, not 11. 11 is the first number. Understand, guys? Okay, next. Let's see. You don't have to write it yet. Later. Now, Amira, Priya, and Shirley. We have 3 persons here. So first, Amira, I just write A. Priya, not Priya means male. Yeah. Shirley. Okay, which person is the youngest? Think of the question. Look at the question. Read. Everyone read the question. Amira is 4 years older than Priya. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. So the youngest is Shirley. The oldest is Amira. That's it. So you can choose either one that wants to be the n or the age. For example, n. Okay, I use the youngest as the n. N age, n years old. Okay. Amira is 4 years older than Priya. Do we get the clue? Not yet, right? 2 unknowns. Look at the next sentence. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. So how old is Priya then? And plus or minus? Wrong. Priya. Shirley, look. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. Plus or minus? Plus. So you don't think that when it is younger, you have to subtract. Enggak, guys. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya. So who is younger? Shirley. Who is older? Priya. Older means F. No, N is Shirley. Wait, if you want to use N as Amira, you still can do it as well. So next, we go to the first sentence. Amira is 4 years older than Priya. So Amira is 4 years older than Priya. So Amira is older. Older means more age. N plus 2 plus 4. Got it? Okay, you have to think about this. This is what you need to do. Okay, or you can simplify N plus 6. Circle the final answer. No, final expressions. If the sum of their ages is 47, sum, you add the number. N plus 6 plus N plus 2 plus N equals 47. Okay. So you add N plus N plus N, 3N plus 8 equals 47. Get it, guys? So 3N equals, do it fast, 47 subtract 8, 39. So the N would be 39 divided by 3, 30. Find their respective ages. Respective means you have to find all their ages. So Amira, how old is Amira? Yeah, N plus 6, 19, right? Just copy. Just substitute. 15 and 13, right? So that's for your answers. Okay, I will give you the other way. Just now, Jones asked, how if I put Amira as N? Can you do that as well? Yes. Can you find the same answer as well? Yes. The answer might not be different. Cannot be different. 19, 15, 13. Write down. 19, 15, and 13. Let's check here later. We'll try to confirm that for any kinds of algebra, it will produce the same answer. That's the the good thing that, or the beauty of math that I can say. Okay, let's say Amira is N. How old is Priya? Amira is 4 years older than Priya, so Priya is younger. Shirley is 2 years younger than Priya, right? Priya than Priya. So if you add all the numbers, n plus n subtract 4 and subtract 6 equals 47. 3n minus 4 minus 6, underground 4, underground 6, so minus 10, 47. 57, right? I can do it fast because minus becomes plus. N equals 19, divide. See? A, but different n, right? And this n is for age of Amira. So 19. 19 minus 4, 15. 19 minus 6, 13 also. See? It's same. Any questions so far? One more example. Wait, I think I will give you the other example. Can we do number 10? Do we have 10 here? No, yeah. Oh, no 10. Okay. Okay. A man is 6 times as old as his son. So we have man and son. Which is the easiest way to use m, to man or to son? Why? Yeah, 6 times n, right? If you put man as n, very hard. Son n over 6, waste of time. You do the fraction. Try to avoid that kind of fraction. Okay, 20 years later, so 20 years later, so 6n plus 20, right? The man will be twice as his son. The man, this is man, right? Man is 6n plus 20, is twice as his son. What is his son? N plus 20, get it? And 20 years to go, 20 years later. So a man age is twice of his son. So but we have to understand that the man's age is 6n plus 20, son's age is 2n plus 20 also. So 6n plus 20 equals twice of the son, right? Again, 20 years later, the man will be twice as old as his son. Of course, he's also 20 years to go, right? 6n plus 20 equals, put the bracket here, to n expand plus 40. Understand, guys? Hello? Understand, everyone? Okay. So you put the 2n to the left side. You're grouping minus 2n equals 40 minus 20. There you go. So 4n equals 20. So n equals 20 divided by 4, yeah, 5. So we know that the man's age, or the man is 30 years old. Get it, guys? And the son is 5 years old. But the question is, find the age of the man when his son was born. When he became the father. Yeah, 25. When son was born, or was 0 years old, right? So you subtract by 5. 30 subtract 5, 25 years old. Okay, you may write it down. And this is for our last examples.